welcome back to my channel, and welcome to a video that has been very highly requested over the last couple of months on my channel. I'm not quite sure why, but last year I got an upgrade of my Samsung and I got the Samsung S9 in the lilac colour, and I uploaded a video back then after a month of having it to show people what I had on my phone, and I'm not quite sure why, but that video has got almost 19,000 views now. People have been constantly commenting on that video asking me for an update of what's on my phone, because I looked back on that first video and I've got so many different and new apps. I decided that I'm going to do an updated video of what's on my phone. So all I'm going to do in this video is show you all of the applications that I've got on my phone. I'm not going to go into detail about the camera and, you know, all of the technical bits of the phone itself. I will link down below the previous video that I filmed, so if you want to go and see some of the bits that I mentioned of settings and camera, etc., go and watch that video first and then come back to this video and see what apps I have got on my phone. Firstly, I just want to show you the back of it. It is this beautiful lilac colour, which I still really love, even though pink is more of my colour, but I still really love this beautiful lilac colour. And I have a new phone case since then, and it is this phone case just here. It is an elephant phone case which I bought from Amazon, and it just has a little marble pop socket, which if you guys watched my last video you'll know that pop sockets were a game changer for me since I discovered them. So yeah, that is the phone case that I have on my phone, and obviously everything at on the front screen is exactly the same. So I just have my calendar showing, which you won't be able to see. It shows what percentage my battery's on, has the date, and then just any notifications that pop up. Starting with the far left side is this Samsung Daily. Now I think this is meant to give you daily news on what is going on around the world, but I actually never use this. I never have since I first got my phone, and I don't think I ever will, to be honest, because I just use BBC News to get daily news on what's going on. Swiping to the first screen, I have my step count, which as you can see today isn't that great. I've only done 145 steps, and I have the BBC weather app as well, which I always have on here just to see what the weather is like during a 5-day forecast. This is the app screen that I have. I also have this app screen here, which is all of the apps that the phone has, but they're all kind of in a really random order. So I have my mostly used apps that I need on this home screen. So starting from the top here, first folder is my social folder. So I've got my YouTube app, and obviously you're watching me on YouTube right now, and we are very close to 600 subscribers. So if you haven't yet subscribed, please go and subscribe to my channel down below. And then we have got Facebook Messenger, Snapchat, Instagram, which is probably my most used app on social media. So if you want to come and follow me, my username is Soraia1993. I will leave it written down below. And yes, I am so close to 1,000 followers, so it would be amazing if you could come and follow me on there, because like I said, it's the social app that I use the most. Then we've got WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter. Now Twitter is another one that I don't really use a lot, but I do always share my videos, my YouTube videos on there. So if you want to follow me on here, it's just SoSoraia with 2 A's, and I always share my videos on there. Then we've got Pinterest as well, which is another one of those apps that I either don't use for a long time or I go on it and I'm on it for hours. Then moving on to my music folder, in here I just have a radio player app, Shazam app and Mixerbox. So Shazam is if you're listening to a song on the radio or somewhere and you want to know the name of the song, you can just Shazam it. And then Mixerbox is a app that I use to listen to music if I'm in my car or something like that, because I don't have Spotify or anything like that, so I kind of just use Mixerbox. And I've got a countdown reminder, I've got my BBC News app, then I've got my shopping folder which has quite a few things in there. So it's got my Depop, which is where I sell any unwanted clothing. I've got ASOS, eBay, Gumtree, which is another place where I sell unwanted things, Hollister, my Argos card app, which I actually used to buy the camera that I'm currently filming on, which is my Canon EOS M10, my Boots app, Amazon shopping, I Saw It First, Boohoo, Misguided, H&M, PLT, Shein, Uni Days. So I'm no longer a student, of course, but I still have Uni Days app verified until November. So after that I will get rid of it, but up until then I'm still going to use it, why not? And then I've got 21 Buttons as well, which is a great app for if you follow people and you want to know where they buy their clothes from. So if you're like me and you're not very fashion inspired and not very good at creating outfits, then that is a great app to go and see where people buy their outfits from. Then we've got Transport app, and on here I've got a National Express because my boyfriend lives in London and I get the National Express quite often. Not so much in the last couple of months with the whole coronavirus, but I do often get the National Express down to London to see him. I've got Uber app, which I don't use that often, but it's always good to have it there. I've got NCT Buses app, which is the network for the city that I live in. Motorcycle Theory Test app, and that is just sitting there in case I ever do decide to get a full license. Obviously that's one of the requirements, so I have it there just to practice. Got Auto Trader, and I've got the Trainline app, which is again if I get the train down to London, I use the Trainline app to book my train tickets. And we've got TV app. Now most of these on here I don't actually have accounts with, but I've got BBC iPlayer, All4, ITV Hub, Now TV I don't have an account for, but sometimes when they have offers on I do actually make an account and then delete it again. Netflix, Disney Plus, I don't have a Disney Plus account, and then Amazon Prime Video, which again I don't have an account for that. My boyfriend does and kindly has said that I can use it if I want to, and he's kindly let me use his Netflix app too, so thanks Alan for that. Then this is one of my favorite apps because if you're a bookworm, this is a really good app to have. It's called Goodreads, and you can basically search for books that you have read, want to read, or are currently reading. And I love reading books, so this is a really good app for me. If anyone recommends a book to me, I can go on here, I can read the blurb of the book, and then I can add it to my want to read list to buy later on. So yeah, if you like books, that is a really good application to have. I am a children's nurse, so this is all of the apps that I use for work. So you've got hospital guidelines. Rialto is if I want to book any overtime shifts or any bank shifts as we call it. That's what I use to book them. We've got a BNF, which is basically like a dictionary for medicines. So if you want to know what any medicines are for, any contraindications, anything like that, is the app to have. Got iResus, which is a resuscitation council app. This I would say is a good app for anybody, even if you're not a nurse, because it teaches you the basics of basic life support, or how to help someone if they're choking, how to perform CPR, how to put someone in a recovery position. So yeah, that's a really good app. My ESR is where I do online mandatory training and I can view my pay slips. Blue light card app, obviously for like health, NHS discounts. Health eHub is like a mental health app, so if you're struggling with any mental health problems, that gives you lots of like tips to cope with that. And then Team NUH, that's where I see like my rota and stuff like that. So yeah, that's all my nursing apps. Then I've got my camera, my gallery, my clock, which I use when I need an alarm for the morning. I've got my health, food and fitness app. So I've got my Pure Gym app because I'm a member of Pure Gym. I've got my Fitness Pal, which to be honest I might get rid of because I've not used that in a really long time, so I might actually get rid of that. I've got my GBK app because, well, before lockdown, me and my parents and me and my boyfriend would go to GBK quite often, but now not so much. I've got Couch to 5k, which again I might get rid of because I've actually achieved my 5k running, so I'm gonna leave it there for now, but I don't actually use it. I've got BBC Good Food if I ever want to make any recipes, but I can't really think of anything to make. That's a good app for recipes. I've got my Strava app where I map my runs that I do or any walks that I do. Deliveroo and Uber Eats, which I don't use very often, but I have them on there. Then I've got my Samsung Health app, and then this one is not really health, food or fitness related, but I recently downloaded this because I've been reading a book called Lunar Living by Kirsty Gallagher, and it's all about working with the moon and the moon cycles, and this is called Daily Life with Moon. And it basically just tells you what moon is, what the moon phase is at the moment, what moon zodiac is, you know, if you believe in things like this obviously. Then advice for things that you should and shouldn't do depending on what moon phase it is. Today's energy, because you know, if you believe in energies, then apparently the moon does affect our energies. So you know, it's just a really cool app for people that are interested in things like astrology and moon cycles, etc. Then I've got finances / home, and in here I have my HSBC app, PayPal, Moneybox, which is a lifetime ISA, so that's a really good app if you are looking to save money to buy your first house. Rightmove and Zoopla, which are obviously house selling apps or house buying apps. EE, because EE is the network that I'm with. Natwest, which I recently opened a Natwest account, so that's in there as well. And then Samsung Pay, which I've not actually set up because I'm a bit scared to do that, although I know it's a modern thing to do now, having your phone as your card to pay with. But it is there, but I haven't set it up yet. Then we've got 1 Second Video app. This is an app that I've been using for about 3 years now, and it's amazing. I record a 1 second video every single day, and then I compile it into a whole video at the end of the year. And it's just amazing to see all of the memories that, you know, you forget about in a year's time. So I always have that app there and use that. I've got Game Launcher, which is where I have my games. So I've got a logo game, I've got Duolingo, which is a really good game if you're wanting to learn a new language. I've got Candy Crush, which I haven't played in months. And I've got Pokemon, which I play all the time. And they're all in this Game Launcher app, which is meant to help you save battery when you are playing your games. So that's really good. And then I've got photo and video editing, which has quite a few things in here. So I have my Camera Connect app, which is where I use which is what I use to connect to the camera I'm filming with in order to transfer videos and photos to my phone. I have Free Prints, which is an app that gives me 45 printed photos every month. If I want to purchase them, you just pay for delivery. I have my Fonto app, which is a good app for making Insta story icons. Layout app, Filmora Go app, which I've used many times on my Instagram to edit like gym videos that I've filmed on my phone and compile them into one video. Imaging Edge Mobile, which is just a Samsung app, so when I get a notification on WhatsApp, for example, my phone edge lights up in different colors. La Lab is a really good app if you want to order Polaroid photos. So you might see on my background, normally I have some Polaroid photos hanging on my wall, and that is the app that I use to print them. Spark Post is what I use to make my YouTube thumbnails. Facetune, Unfold is another like Insta story app, so you can have like different layouts and different grids for Insta story. Snapseed and PixArt, which are like editing apps for photos. And I've got my messages, my emails, and then all these Google apps are just all in one folder, although the only one that I really use is obviously Google Chrome, which I have down here anyway, and Google Maps I use quite a lot. All the other ones I don't really ever use. And down here I've just got my phone book, I've got my Google Chrome like I said, and then I've got my Freestyle Libra app. If you've watched my Freestyle Libra video, you will know what that is, but it's basically so I can test my blood sugars using my Freestyle Libra sensor, which is on my arm. So if you're interested in seeing that, that video is on my channel. And then on the last home screen, I just have my calendar, which has all of my shifts on and all of the events on that I need to remember that I've got. So if I'm meeting somebody, I put it on my calendar. My shifts, I put them on my calendar. Holidays and annual leave from work, I put it on my calendar, because if I don't write it down, I don't remember anything. And the background picture is just of me and my boyfriend Alan, and this was in December when we went to a Christmas do with some friends. And then my lock screen picture is me and Alan when we went to Lanzarote. So that is everything for this video. I appreciate it's probably quite a long video, but it's a video that, like I said, so many people have requested. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Leave it a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already and you enjoy my videos. And I will see you guys next time with another video. Bye!